Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's another day with your beautiful host Stella. Today I am going to be making eto, and eto is a traditional dish in Ghana which is made from plantains. Yay! Alright, so to make the eto you need plantains, ripe plantains, but not too ripe, not overripe, okay? So you see this plantain right here, this yellow plantain. As you can see, it has a little bit of greenness, like it's still like it has a little bit of greenness to it. So that is a kind of plantain you want to use when making a toy. You don't want to use a plantain that is overripe, too mushy. No, Debbie. You don't want to use that. Like my husband would say, Debbie, me that say. So I'm using two, and I have a onion. I'm going to be using this to grind my pepper. I have one medium or small sized tomato, one habanero pepper, one small sized habanero pepper. If you don't want it too spicy, you can choose a pepper that is milder. Okay guys, I have salt. I have about 3 tablespoons of palm oil right here, and I have some peanuts to garnish, and I'm going to have hard-boiled eggs to go with it. Okay, so normally eto is given to a woman at puberty to usher her into womanhood. It's like it's like welcome party, you know, when you're in college and they have to initiate you into whatever sorority that you are in. So I have my mortar and my pestle, okay, aka grinding bowl and the grinder, whatever you want to call it. But in Ghana, this is apotoyowa or asankai, and this is tapuli. Okay, so if you don't have this, even though I feel like if you're a Ghanaian woman, you need to have this, okay? But if you don't have it, that's okay. I've had this for like what? Over 8 years? Yeah. You can use a clear glass bowl. Okay, you can use a clear glass bowl, potato masher, a blender, okay? So instead of me grinding this in my Ghana ware, Ghana cookware. Sorry guys, I'm just having fun. All right, you can use a blender, okay? So if you don't have this, use a blender, all right? And do not mash the potato in, sorry, not potatoes. Do not mash the plantains in the blender. No, don't do that. That's just why you have the potato masher and the bowl. That will be for, that's what serve that pepper. So let's start, okay? So to cut my plantain and take the skin off, I'm going to take a knife, and my plantain, trust me, it's hard for me to do this on a carton board, and my husband doesn't understand. Each time I do this, he freaks out. And I'm like, don't worry, made in Ghana, okay? I didn't have a cutting board growing up. So I'm going to take my knife, my plantain in my right, in my left hand, knife in my right. I am going to make an incision, okay? My surgeons out there. Make an incision, like cut all the way down. Take the knife, come to the bottom of the plantain, make another incision a little deep but not too deep. Flip over. See how easy it is, guys? And now you can put your knife down and use your hand to just take this off. I always say ripe plantains are easy to do. And now I'm going to cut this into 3 pieces, and I will take each piece. Okay, if you want to use a carton board, use it, but okay, so I'm going to try using a carton board, okay? So I'm going to cut like this is hard. I'm going to cut horizontally in the middle. So cut it in 2, you know. Can you use like that? There we go. You know what? This will be faster if I use my hand. All right, so you can cut. Lift, put the knife down, easy, it comes off. 3. Voila. Now that you have your plantain peeled and cut into the size you want, I am going to go ahead and put this in my boiling water. So I have water boiling enough to cook the plantain, and I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here. So I'm going to put my plantains in. You can, at this point, you can cook this covered or uncovered. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I like to cook it uncovered so that when it starts boiling, the water does not like overflow and it messes like my stove top up. So I'm just going to cover it today to see if be good. All right, I'm talking about plantains, I'm speaking about food. Be good. So I am going to go ahead and start grinding my pepper while my plantains are cooking. So, and I'm going to save this much of the onions for my palm oil when I heat it. So I'm going to start grinding this. Like I said, if you don't have this, use a blender, okay? So you're going to grind this until it's like fine halfway through, and then you add your tomatoes. Okay, so this is the onions and pepper grinded together. I'm going to go ahead and add my tomatoes, add salt. I'm going to grind this up again. Alright guys, so at this point, this is why I don't cover my plantain, because it will, trust me, it's almost done. I wish I were a little fish, I shall always be at the bottom of the sea, and the fishermen can never worry me. Call, apple in my ear, apple in my ear, apple zuzuzu. Man, I miss God. I don't know about you, but oh, good old days, right? When girls were so young. I miss Ghana. So, guys, let's get back to cooking. So our plantain. So our plantains are done cooking. I'm going to go ahead and strain. Get rid of the water. Alright, so our plantain cooked for a total of 7 minutes. It took us 7 minutes to cook our plantains. Plantains normally don't take too long to cook. 7 minutes tops is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my sauce here. You can add it bit by bit, and all you do is like you give it, like you smash it. Smash it. You smash it. Alright guys, so this is our plantain mixed into our sauce. Alright, so this is not mashed potatoes. Alright, the plantains are not potatoes. You are not trying to make mashed potatoes, so do not overdo it. Do not over mash it unless you want mashed potatoes. But if you don't, just smash it gently. You know, you have to treat it. Use the potato masher, okay? Just gently. So it's, you don't want it too smooth, or I would say puree, okay? You want it lumpy, okay? You want lumps in there. You want plantain lumps in there. Let's move on, guys. I have my oil. Like I said, 3 tablespoons of oil. It's going to go in my frying pan. Alright, so I have my heat on 6, and I have my palm oil in my frying pan. And what I'm going to do with the remainder of the onions I did not use is I'm going to slice it up and put it in my oil. So you can use the cutting board once again to slice it up, but I always like to use my hand as a cutting board, so I don't know whether I get time for that. Yeah, my husband is like watching me. Don't freak. See, that was easy. Very. I still have my fingers, it's still intact, so he freaks out each time I cut with my hand. So just wiggle it around. Look at that. It's like a form of sauteing. It's like you're sauteing the onions, okay? Alright, so our palm oil and onion is ready. You only need to leave it on for about 1.5 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transport this and add it to my eto. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then mix it, make sure your oil. Okay guys, so we mixed in our oil. I am now going to go ahead and put in my hard boiled egg. And then the peanuts. If you're allergic to peanuts, you can skip this, okay? You don't have to. But if you're not allergic, by all means, indulge. This is to garnish. I'm using parsley to garnish. And now, our eto is ready. This chore is ready. This food is ready. Whatever you want to call it. I am ready to dive in. Oh guys, it smells so good. Alright, so give this recipe a thumbs up. Give it a try. Let me know what you think and how you liked it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Please share this video with friends and families, and even if you're not Ghanaian or if you're not from Africa, give this recipe a try. All right, you are going to love it. So until we meet again right here on Stellar Zone, have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.
That's the way I like it. Delicious. Even if you're not going into puberty.